In most discussions we have seen about raw feeding, people talk about dogs' health needs or benefits when switching to a raw diet. What you might not know is that cats stand to benefit just as much, if not more, than dogs do from a raw diet. Puff agrees, as you can hear. That's because cats are obligate carnivores, which means they need to eat meat to survive. However, if you look on most cat food labels, you will find lots of fruits and vegetables and even grains included in the ingredients next to meats or most likely meat byproducts. That likely means that most commercial cat foods are using much cheaper fruits and vegetables to act as fillers in your cat's food. The truth is, the cats only need meat in their diet, and while some cats do like to graze on certain grasses or other plants, they do not need these as part of a healthy diet. One of the reasons we switch to raw for all of our pets is that we know they will not be eating all these extra unnecessary fillers. Now, we are not veterinarians, but you can imagine how much of a difference it would make for you to eat McDonald's every day rather than making a healthy home-cooked meal, right? So why not do the same thing for your pets? So, if you're interested in raw feeding but only have cats, this is how we have come to feed our cats a raw diet. First, we primarily feed our cats chicken because it is easy and inexpensive to get locally. Our cats like eating it, and they all do well on a chicken diet. We also try to incorporate sardines and water into their meals, but that's it, just 2 ingredients. So how much do we feed and how do we prepare their meals? Based on the same math we do for dogs in our other videos, which is just what we have learned from other raw feeders and some research on our own, we feed our cats about 1/4 pound per day of food. That's approximately 2% of their ideal body weight. For our 3 cats, that's about 1 chicken thigh per meal between the 3 of them. Unlike with dogs, you'll need to cut the meat into smaller, more manageable pieces for your cat. We first started with a pre-ground commercial raw pet food at a local pet store, but eventually switched for various reasons we have discussed in our other videos. This is much easier if you're just starting out, and your cat may prefer this texture, so it is a good starting point. If you don't have this option near you, or you want to start with a more inexpensive option, you can cut about 1/3 of a chicken thigh per meal like this. That's enough for about 1 meal. It's also a good idea to add in chicken livers occasionally to provide other vitamins and nutrients. Make sure to cut the chicken with bones into small pieces so your cat can more easily chew their food. This does help pickier eaters, or cats with sensitive teeth like Miso here, eat in a reasonable amount of time without getting frustrated and giving up. In our house, it is important for our cats to mostly finish their full meal because one of our cats, Puff, who you heard before, always makes sure to finish whatever is left over when she finishes eating. You can see the approximate size of the bites that our cats like, including the pieces of bone. Chewing their food also helps keep their teeth cleaner and will help prevent tooth decay and tooth loss later in a cat's life. As you can see, our cats love their raw food now, but there was an adjustment phase when we switched meat sources and meat types over time. Be patient and experiment to see if there's a meat your cat prefers. In the end, you will see a happier, healthier cat if you give them good food. By raw feeding, you ensure they are getting everything they need without any extra fillers. After we prepare the chicken, which usually takes about 15 minutes each meal for all 8 of our animals, 5 dogs and 3 cats, we like to add sardines to our cats' meals so that they also get the fatty acids that are essential to their diets. It is important to only use sardines or other fish that is canned in water and has no added salt. Cats cannot process salt well, so it is important to not add extra salt into their diets. You can also use fresh fish, but the canned fish lasts longer and is often easier to find. We like sardines because they are minimally processed, but any unsalted fish stored in water that has no extra additives should work just as well. I hope this is helpful to explain how cats can benefit from raw feeding. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and we will do our best to answer. Thank you for watching, And if you like these videos, consider subscribing so we can keep making videos like this one.